So about a year ago, I can't believe it's been a year already, I got the 2006 Silverado 2500 that I did videos on and completely redid the interior and cutting about the outside, and it's been doing great. Haven't really had any issues out of it. I had to put brakes on it, but that's just normal stuff. I've been pulling the 24-foot enclosed trailer to the races with it, and it's been doing pretty good. But when we do go racing, sometimes there's stuff that I would like to have in the bed of my truck that I don't want to put in the trailer because it'll stink the trailer up, and I don't want to put it in the bed of my truck because if it rains and it's just out in the weather. And I was looking around and I came across a solution, which is this deal right here. I was kind of hesitant about putting a topper on it, but I think if I put a little work into it and paint it, it'll be all right. At least for now. If I want to get rid of it, I can in the future. But I was gonna try to color match it, but then if I ever do try to sell it, a green topper probably isn't going to sell the greatest, so I just decided to go like a satin black, which won't be as good as a color matched one, but it should be all right. You know, black's kind of a neutral color as far as vehicles go, so you can put it on something and it doesn't look terrible, but isn't the same color. Yeah, I picked this thing up for $100. There is some little chips and stuff out of it right there. I'm not sure. It looks like I almost had a rack on top of it because there's 2 holes there, 2 there, 2 in each corner. This right here is fairly bad. Maybe rip the rack off of it, I'm not really sure. But the dude just put like sealant or some type of silicone sealant in there, which I'm not a fan of. Gonna sand those down with probably some 80 or 180, and I have this Duraglass deal that I'm gonna go ahead and throw over those holes. So I will let this cure overnight and come back out tomorrow and sand it down. For those that are saying, oh, you just piled body filler on there. This stuff actually has like fiberglass strands in it. Fiberglass topper, fiberglass filler. I mean, it's not the best solution. Probably want to re-fiberglass that with netting and everything, but just for those small holes, I think it'll be fine for my application. So I'll let it set up and come back out here tomorrow and sand all this stuff down and see where I'm at. All right, so I'm gonna start with 180 on sanding down this Duraglass. If it's not knocking down the filler enough, I'll switch to 80, but I'm kind of hesitant on using 80 because I don't want to put a bunch of swirl marks in the topper and have to sand those out. And then once I get the filler sanded down, I will spray some primer on it, some high build primer just where the filler is. Yes, I should be wearing a mask. I know, but it's outside and yeah, it's too hot for that shit. All right, so overall it turned out pretty well. These up here, you can't even tell that anything was there. This one back here still needs a little filler. I got a little carried away with the primer. I noticed there's some pinholes right there that no one's probably gonna ever see, but I'll know they're there. And then there's a low spot right here that I'm gonna need to throw some filler. Just gonna throw some regular body filler in there. And then once that dries, I'll sand that down, prime that area, and then go back over the whole thing with 320. All right, so I got the filler on over there. There was just a little spot that was a tad bit low. I didn't like it. And then there was a spot over here I touched up as well. I'll let this deal cure up, come back, sand this deal down with 80, then 180, prime it, and then I'll get to sanding the whole topper down. Yeah, I got the topper all sanded down with 320 on the DA. I hit the primer with 400 on the with wet sand, and I'm gonna give it one final wipe down and tape off the front and rear windows and get to spraying this deal. You want to make sure that you do this at night so the bugs are out and can screw up your paint job. It's a great idea, and try to keep the overspray getting sucked out of the garage so it's not just lingering inside the garage. I will wear a mask because paint is a little nastier than just dust. And yeah, we'll see how this deal turns out. All right, so you want to pick up one of your finest Harbor Freight spray guns, and by that I mean the $12.99 deal. It'll do just fine for this. And then when you're done, you just throw it away. I got just this hot rod satin black deal. It's just a single stage. Comes with the activator. I've got the windows all taped up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the deal one more time with the tack cloth just to get any of the big debris off, and then get to spraying. Alright, so I got it sprayed. You know, obviously this isn't the best spray booth with lights at night and bugs and stuff. I can see little bugs and stuff in it. I mean, it's not ideal. But I mean, it's black and it's covered well. Up on top you can kind of see some low spots, but it's nothing too crazy. I'm never going to be, you know, looking down at it from the top really. So I really just wanted this thing black. I needed to get it just scuffed down so the paint would stick to it, and like down the sides and stuff where you're gonna really see, you know, see the panel. It looks pretty good. I tried to cover the sides a little better. That paint suggested mixing it 4 to 1 with the activator and then doing 2 coats, 5 to 10 minutes apart. And I ran out of paint on my second coat over on that side, so I just went ahead and did it again with the third coat. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. But I'll let this deal set up overnight and get it on the truck. I also have some lights for the inside. Once I get it on the truck, I'll wire those up. Should look pretty cool. All right, so before I put the topper on this deal, I wanted to get the toolbox out of it and just blow all the leaves and shit out that was trapped up there, because it's gonna be much harder to do once I get the topper on it. That toolbox was just held in with some bungee cord, so I'm gonna throw it back up in there, drill some holes into the bed floor, and put some nut certs in there. If you put the toolbox up in there and then drill through it, you don't have to worry about trying to line it up. Yeah, once I get that anchored down, I'm gonna hopefully find some help and get this topper thrown up on the truck. Alright, so that was not fun, but we got it. Got these clamps right here. I got 6 of them, put 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. I got it all clamped down. I knew it was going to be dark in there because it's all closed off. There's no windows on the side of it. So I went ahead and got some Type S LED lights for the truck bed. I'm gonna go ahead and wire those up, and I also want to wire up the topper has a 3rd brake light to where I don't think I would get in trouble for not having one. Hell, I've shaved them on mini trucks and stuff before and never had an issue out of it, but it's there, and I got wiring equipment, so why not try to make it work? I'll tap into the passenger side brake light because the driver's side already has something tapped into it for the reverse camera, so I don't want to have a big wiring mess in one spot. So I will first attack these interior lights for the topper and work my way to the brake light. Those lights just have a 3M double-sided tape on the back of them. I've always had pretty good luck out of the 3M stuff, but sticking to fiberglass, I'm not sure. Over time it might get brittle and fall off, so I'm just gonna put a little super glue on them, and yeah, hopefully that'll hold over time. Alright, so I got my power wire in. I just kind of unspooled this deal, and I plan on putting a switch right here to control these lights, and I just kind of unspooled the wire and took a guess of how much it would take, and look at that. I mean, dude, it doesn't get any better than that. I still got slack down below the truck, so it's not like rubbing on anything. And yeah, I got super lucky there. I don't know how I managed that. Some days is your day. Some days you're the windshield, and some days you're the bug, and today I guess I'm the windshield. So not to say that running that power wire wasn't a pain in the ass, because it was. But yeah, I'll get that ran, get the power wire from the lights ran to the switch, and ground this deal. And still gotta put a fuse up on the battery. I'm gonna fuse it just to be on the safe side. And yeah, I'm gonna light this deal up. It's starting to get dark, so should look pretty sweet. All right, so it's getting dark out. I figured I would try it. I just got the power wire ran, and as long as my ground is good, we should have lights here. Ta-da! Still gotta tie up the wires and stuff. There's some screws that hold the window in. I think we're just gonna get like a eyelet and then put the wires in there and screw it back. There's not really any place to zip tie them up, but hell yeah, baby, we got lights. Man, I gotta get some food in my belly. It's past my dinner time. All right, so I had to relocate in the garage. It's getting too damn dark out there. I couldn't see anything. Get this third brake light thrown up in here. I'm just gonna try to tap into this side. I think I mentioned that. I'm gonna have to look up to see what color is the power wire. All right, so there might be an easier way to do this. This is just how I did it. I ran the ground and the power wire down through there, out here, grounded it, and then I tied into the power wire for the brake light, which is the blue wire to the top light on the passenger side. One trick that I've learned, like for like feeding the wire up through there, is feed some wire out of the welder, and then you can fish that up in there and tape your wire to the welding wire, and then you just pull on it carefully, and yeah, you can feed the wire up through there. Another thing that I have learned that is a lifesaver are these solder sticks. They have solder in the middle, and you just feed your wires in there so they both line up inside the solder, and then you just hit them with a lighter or a heat gun and it solders your wires together. Definitely beats using junk butt connectors and or soldering it with just like a torch and solder. I hate doing that. It never turns out good. But yeah, I got this deal all wired up, so I guess I'll start the truck up, and you guys comment down below and let me know if it's working or not. Was it working? How am I supposed to know if you guys don't let me know? Hopefully it was working. I'm gonna go ahead and start buttoning this stuff back up. Alright, so I got these hinge arms, I guess you would call them, off the truck. You guys probably noticed that I was using a prop rod to hold the window of the topper open. It's because these things are junk. They no longer hold it open. So I took them off, got some measurements. They're 13 inches extended at 8 1/4 closed. And I'll hop on the Amazon and get a new pair of those ordered. And I might go ahead and throw some tent on the back window of this topper. You can see in there pretty well. I think I have a roll of tent upstairs. I'm gonna go run up there and check. All right, so I got some tent on there. I am by no means a professional tent applier. I struggle through it every time. There's probably some spots you can see around the edges that are gonna show light through. But just being on the back of the topper, it should be fine, you know. I'm pleased with it. I always struggle to, once I get the tent on there where I want it, when I go to apply it, it always slides around. But one thing that I've found helpful is before you apply the tent, spray it with soap and water. That's your best friend. And then go back and scrape the whole window with a razor blade, and it kind of gets all the debris and stuff off, and then wipe it down before you put your tent on there. It's always seemed to help me. The last thing you want to do is throw your tent on there and go to wipe it, and then it tears because there's a piece of debris on there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. All the lights are working. Like I said, windows tinted. Try to get a shot tomorrow out in the sun and away from the vehicle to give you a better idea what it looks like, but it turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. Other than those, I'm just calling them hinge arms because I don't know what they are. It's like a hydraulic arm. I'll have to get on Amazon and do some searching and get 2 of those ordered. But other than that, she is done and ready to hit the road. Well, here's how she looks out in the open. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. The black paint covered it well, and yeah, it doesn't look half bad in my opinion. So like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna end this video here, and thanks for watching. Come back for the next one.